Yo, humans, love and respect, error. I just want to come out and appreciate everybody that is here in this time and space and not scrambled up by any negative frequencies, whether self uh, imposed or um, whether it is coming from their negative and dense environment. And due to a lack of knowledge and awareness, self awareness in this particular instance, that they are not able to, or they have not realized that they are the ones who are responsible eventually for the reality which is their experience. And this is critical for one to understand that life, as far as I am concerned, is a do it yourself job. What that means is that your experience gets a lot better and more enjoyable and a little comfortable when you are allowing things to unfold from within the consciousness lens of the self. Now, because we are living in an environment that is manipulated, heavily distorted by other lower dense consciousness forms and as well as technological means and efforts to subdue, subvert, and subjugate those that are of a lesser energetic output, or those that are somehow ignorant of the reality that we live in with all of its variables and possibilities and potential uh, bandwidth that are within the greater reality and energy field. So I want to appreciate the people that are in this realm, in this planet, at this space and time. If you're able to catch on this video, that I want to say that I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you being a good being, a good person, and trying to do as much as you can to be of a good nature to everybody else and the environment and the planet and the nature that we are immersed within. This including the elementals, the spirit realms, and all of life in its different expressions and variations. Because soon you will find out that there is more to this reality than what we have all been programmed forcefully by a system that sought to keep us in the dark and in a pool or ocean of ignorance so that we cannot rise above what these authorities want us to toe the line of what they deem is knowledge and ignorance and what is physical and immaterial. All of these truths will be exposed very soon. And so you could brace yourself for a very tumultuous time that is coming. Tumultuous, I use that term specifically because for those who are not ready, whether in your family structures, your community, or the friends that you may have chosen for yourself. I mean, you could have friends, you could not have friends. In this point in time, it really matters what you choose because your choices are what will draw experiences similar to the mindset that one holds. And definitely, I got a lot of things that I want to share with you, but all in due time. And all I want to at least relay and convey to you right now as you're watching this in this point and time is that brace yourselves. There is a storm that is coming, and I'm not referring to a change in technology or a change in uh, geopolitical shifts that will sweep across the world, but a change specifically of frequency, of a rising and a tide of a higher consciousness which is sweeping across this planet. And you might as well get ready for such terminology to um, understand that your reality as you have lived it up to this point is about to be flipped on its head, and you are about to expand on your senses and all of your spiritual qualities, which perhaps you may or may not be aware at this point that they have been a part of your uh, spiritual, biological, and genetic lineage will come to the fore and will act whether with you in liaison or it will be a great awakening for you. Because remember, those who know and have been already on the path of awakening know that, or they should know by now, that awakening happens in waves, in a sequence of events which will follow one after the other. So, with that being said, I hope that you're doing something to expand on your own consciousness awareness. I had said many times that we are not only meant to survive this realm, but we are meant to thrive within it. We are not meant to grow only physically or biologically, but we are wired spiritually, genetically, emotionally, intellectually to transform and evolve. 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 That is the magical term from this point onward. Stay on this page. There are a lot of things that I wish to explain to you and share with you by way of love and respect, because I understand that we have to be very patient with one another due to the fact that we are not on the same bandwidth of the energy spectrum, and a lot of things are communicated on an energetic level. And if you don't understand much of the things and the points of views that I am cracking out and trying to explain to you, that this reality is about to crack open right in front of you. And I pray that you are ready to expand, to break out of the boundary of ignorance, and understand that we are not alone on this planet and realm, that there is a lot more to our reality than we have been led on by our so-called experts of different fields of academia and art of knowledge traditionally and otherwise. So keep your vibration high as much as you can. And this is a simple way of putting it, because when one understands that vibration is in different formats, you can raise your psyche uh, or psychological awareness and expand on your consciousness awareness as well as your emotional awareness and intelligence, and your biological and neurological um awareness, that when you do this in conjunction and in a very harmonious core resonance of a state of awareness, that you are beyond the physical aspects, that you do have the very subtle and nuanced energy fields. Others have referred to this as an aura or a biofield that each and every true divine living organism has and is aware of. Then they can uh, begin to develop even further of their own spiritual gifts and what has been termed the sixth senses and beyond. It's a lot more to reality than what you have been led to believe. Just be ready to step on out into the fullness of who you truly are as an entity of the divine energy and living light of the true source of the Christos template of creation and the true organic divine radiation template of this realm, as we try and reactivate and tap into the greater energies that are coming toward us now at an even faster pace than in the past 10, 12 years since the end of the world as prophesied by the Mayans within the Mayan calendar, because the end of the world never meant the end of existence. It just meant the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. So my intention is to help you steer away from the chaos, the confusion, the perturbation of the greed, which is being intentionally and deliberately crafted by the ones that want to shape a certain narrative for this planet and all living organisms within it. So hold on tight to the energy of love within and understand that anything from outside doesn't have any power over you and your reality. and that your reality is based off what you uh, are willing to accept as a reality, always with love and respect, Errol.